Because, we talk about Louis Dejoy in the post office and the fact that he's got $30 million in XPO Logistics, which is a company that the U.S. Postal Service uses when it can't handle the volume of mail going through it. When the post office is overrun with Christmas cards, what they do is outsource that extra work because it's seasonal to other companies, XPO Logistics being one of them. And that's the company that Louis Dejoy still, even as he's taken over as Postmaster General, has $30 million worth of investment in. So if the post office can't do its job, Louis Dejoy makes money. I can't stress that strongly enough. If the U.S. Postal Service cannot handle the volume of mail going through it, then Louis Dejoy's stock in XPO Logistics goes up. And the worse it is for the post office, the better it is for Louis Dejoy. This is beyond the election aspect of it. This is crony capitalism at its highest. Yeah, go ahead.
If you want to know something funny, we actually have a branch of XPO Logistics here in Gulfport, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they're all over the place because it's a local mail sorting thing. They're trying to charter school the post office. That's what this is. That if you privatize every aspect of the U.S. government without understanding that once you privatize something, especially if it's publicly traded, then the profit margin of it becomes more important than the functioning of it itself. And therefore, if they decide at one point that it's not profitable to pick up the excess from the post office and instead do the, rent themselves out to FedEx or UPS and, leaving the post office to not be able to deliver the mail, that helps the enemies of the United States, the enemies of democracy. The people who don't want democracies to exist in the world don't want it to function. And so they end up being either useful idiots who don't know that they're damaging it, or active agents. And considering the number of people who have violated the FARA laws, that they have to show that they are acting in the interests of a foreign government, I tend to lean in the direction that this is outright active sabotage, because that's the law they are consistently violating, is lying to federal agents and saying, no, I don't work for another country that's paying me money to do these tasks. If they weren't violating that, if it wasn't fair, I would just say useful idiots who don't understand the damage that they're doing, which is reason enough to get them kicked out of office.